Dear students, today we are going to perform the fourth experiment. The object is about how to measure the active and reactive power. The active power, P is equal to VI cos phi. The power of unit of active power is watts. Similarly, the reactive power expression is the Q is equal to VI sin phi and its unit is var. Var stands for volt ampere reactive. Now the question is there, what is the active power? Active power, or simply we can say it is the real power, the power which is actually dissipated. Suppose we have 6 bulbs, they are consuming some power, it means it is consuming active power or real power. This power you have to measure with the help of wattmeter. This instrument is called wattmeter. See, the unit is watt. So obviously it will measure the active power. So this wattmeter indicates the active power or real power. And the next apparatus, as per the diagram, we are using auto transformer. This one is the auto transformer symbol, and these are the ammeter and voltmeter. So we have, this one is the ammeter. The range of ammeter is from 0 to 2.5 ampere. Actually we have dual range ammeter, 2.5 and 5 ampere. But in that experiment we are using only 0 to 2.5 ampere. It means the one wire we will connect to the common and second will connect to the 2.5 ampere. And similarly, we are using a voltmeter here. The voltmeter have dual range 300 and 600. But our requirement only 230 volts. So we select only 300 volt terminals and one is the common terminals. Next question is there, how to connect the circuit. So first of all we disconnect all the meters and with the help of wire we will try to connect the circuit as per the diagram. So this symbol is wattmeter. In this diagram, this symbol is the wattmeter. There are 4 terminals M, L, C, D. M stands for mains, means this wire is going to the main supply. L stands for load, it is going to the lamp load. And C means common terminals and these are the V terminals. So as per this diagram, we are using a wattmeter. The wattmeter have 4 terminals M, L, C and these are the V terminals. These are 2 V terminals, 75 and 150. So in that experiment we are using 150 volt is the range of pressure coil. Pressure coil and the current coil plates is this. If there are dual range of current coil, the one range is 2.5 ampere and second is 5 ampere. Suppose we keep this plate in this horizontal positions, in that case the range is 2.5 ampere. And suppose we open these plates and connect in vertically like this. In that case, the current coil of this wattmeter is 5 ampere. So according to our requirement, we can select the current coil of this plates. But in this experiment, we are using 2.5 ampere. Therefore, we keep this plate in horizontal positions. Horizontal position like this. And the pressure coil range, we are using only 150 volts. So first of all, we try to connect the circuit. See that M and C terminals are connected. So we take a wire and connect M and C terminals. M and C terminals. This is the M and this one is the C terminals. These are short circuited. And this M wire, where is it going? It is going to the ammeter. So we connect the ammeter range 0 to 2.5 ampere. This terminal is connect 2.5 ampere. Similarly, it is going to the auto transformer. So we take a wire and connect auto transformer. Common terminals connect to the auto transformer. So this portion is completed. Now go to the L terminals. This L terminals connect to the, this is the L terminals. L terminals and is connect to the load. These are load terminals. Load terminals and this second L terminal, it is going to the V terminals and the V terminal is going to the auto transformer. So we take a wire and connect V terminals. These are the V terminals V terminals of wattmeter, and it is going to the lamp load, and it is going to the auto transformer. Now we can the voltmeter is connected parallel across the supply, so we connect the voltmeter range common and 300. These are connected across the auto transformer. So the circuit is complete. Now for taking the observations, make the observation table, voltmeter, ammeter readings and wattmeter readings. Take the observations. Second, the one most important thing in this apparatus, wattmeter, the multiplying factor. MF, multiplying factor, basically depends on the position of current coil and pressure coil. The current coil we are using 2.5 ampere, CC is the 2.5 ampere, and the pressure coil we are using 150 volt. In that condition, the multiplying factor of this wattmeter, as per the specifications of this table, 2.5 and 150. MF is the 2. MF is the 2. MF is the 2. What is the meaning of MF? Yeah, what the application of MF? In that conditions, whatever the readings obtained from this wattmeter, it should be multiplied by 2. That is the application of multiplying factor. Multiplying factor basically used to extend the range of instrument. So we start the circuit and take the observation table. The auto transformer, you have to keep at 0 position. This is the main locations when we connect the switch on. So we switch on the supply and gradually increase the voltage. Gradually increase the voltage, and first of all the bulbs of positions and set the any value. In this voltmeter, you have to set the rated value like 200 volt. You will observe the lower scale 0 to 300 range and set the value 200 volt. This is the rated voltage which is flowing in whole the circuit. So it is the no load condition, means the switch, all the bulbs are off condition. In that case, you will see the ammeter deflection is 0 because in that circuit is a no load condition and the power consumption is 0. Second, one by one we switch on and we, with the help of wattmeter, the one bulb, how much power is consuming by one bulb. So we switch on, yes. In that conditions, take the observation. The voltmeter reading is 200. The current reading you will observe lower scale 2.5 ampere. It is about approximate 0.4 ampere. 0.4 ampere, and wattmeter reading is 20, 30, 38. Yes, it is the 38. Similarly, for taking the second reading, second bulb on, and take the another observations. The volt, there is slightly change in the voltage. Due to the voltage drop, it is the 198, and the current reading is how much? 0.8, and the wattmeter observation is here. There are 10 divisions, 72. Yes, it is the 72. Next for third readings, switch on the third one and take the observations. 196 voltmeter readings, and the ammeter reading is 1.02, and wattmeter value is here 80, 90, 94, 80, 94, yes, the 94, and the 4 readings, next one on 4 readings, 195 and 1.3, and the power is 116. Similarly, the last readings, yes, 194, the current observation here 1.5, and the watt reading is 132. So these are the observations. The final observation of this wattmeter, all the readings multiplied by the 2, because in that conditions, as we discussed, the multiplying factor of this wattmeter is the 2. So whatever we obtain the readings from this wattmeter, it should be multiplied by 2. So final readings will be 38 into 2, 70 into 2, 94 into 2. All readings it multiplied by 2. That is called the active power. So in that case, we will learn with the help of wattmeter how to measure the power of a particular electrical load. In that conditions, we are measuring the power of all these 5 bulbs. It means how much power is consuming by all these bulbs with the help of wattmeter. So you have already learned the power measurement, how to measure the active power. The reactive power you may calculate with the help of calculations. So we gradually decrease the voltage one by one, and the next part is how to measure the reactive power. The reactive power is the calculation part, and the reactive power measurement like this. You know the power expression P is equal to VI cos phi. P is the power is 38 into 2. Voltmeter reading is 200. Current reading is the 0.4 and cos phi. So with the help of calculations, you will measure the power factor cos phi and convert cos phi into sin phi. With the help of calculator, convert into cos phi and putting all these values V, I and sin phi here. So with the help of calculations, we can measure the reactive power. So in that experiment, we will learn how to measure the active power and reactive power. This part is complete. Okay.